Well, hello, this is Mr.Not.So.Perfect, and today we're going to talk about view distances and how to maximize the view distance. And not only that, be able to shoot at extended distances with... That didn't sound good. I think that was a behemoth. So yeah, today we're going to talk about view distances, how to maximize the view distances, and how to shoot at extended ranges and shoot enemies, and you'll be able to see them as well. You know, anywhere up to sort of about 350 in-game yards, thereabouts, possibly even further. But you will need a weapons to do that, and in order to do that I'm using mods. I'll show you the weapons that I'm using. One in particular, well, one that claims to be have a 430 yard distance, but it doesn't actually shoot that distance, and then a couple of others that are sort of just over 300, and one that is shooting, I think it's about 600 damage at about 380 yards, 400 yards, something like that. Anyway, so basically right at the moment I'm just outside the Corvega factory, and as you can see, there it is right in front of me. Now normally there is a considerable amount of popping, but I've absolutely maximised the distances, and yeah, there is some popping at distance, but you can see fires at night and lighting, you know, from fires at super extended distances, probably out to 1,000 yards or more. You can see enemies probably out to 400 yards thereabouts, and also snipe them. So anyway, now normally you wouldn't be able to see any enemies at the top of the Corvega thing, but by using extended sort of LOD sort of settings or whatever else, see, you can see that raider walking up the things, up the stair there. Now the thing is, with extended distances you're going to get a lot of popping, and sometimes you'll get objects in front of other objects. So even though you can see the raider at that distance, he might have a wall in front of him. So you're going to have to just work out basically what's in front of him, you know, with sort of compared to how you see the distances and the objects in sort of like normal unmodded Fallout. So anyway, this weapon here is a modded in RU556, shoots 556 ammo, and there it is. Now it claims to have a range of 257 in-game yards. I'm assuming the game uses yards and not meters. So anyway, I mean, it does 107 damage. It's got an ACOG scope to it. I've added a mod in for see-through scopes. So, you know, accuracy is not amazing, but the range is pretty good. Doesn't quite hit that range. I'd say it's about 250. Now I do actually have another mod called a distance measurer. Basically it adds in a laser pistol that fires a you know, a laser beam, but it doesn't do any damage at all, so it doesn't make enemies aware, but it does have a range of, as you can see, 6,666. I mean, that is a claimed range for the pistol, but the real range is much less. I'd say it's probably got a range of about 600 in-game yards thereabouts. So basically what I can do is I can shoot where that chimney is, and in the upper left hand corner it will tell me the exact distance. There we go, 305 yards. Again, if I fire there, 296, so it's about 300 in-game yards. Now normally there would be no chance on hell that you would be able to see enemies at that distance or even shoot them. Now I do have a add-in Vinterez. It claims it has a distance of 431 yards. Now the damage again is 154, not particularly mind-blowing compared to, I think if you mod the 50 caliber you can get it up to like about 150 or something like that, and that's before you even sort of take in the perks of the sort of non-automatic sniper rifles and stuff like that. So the range on this should, well, it claims to be 431, but it is considerably less. So I mean, as you can see, there is a raider just there, and I am going to blow the back of his head off. Well, the second shot at least. Now the thing is, that distance is very close. I mean, I will show you. It is literally 28 yards. But I mean, I should be able to hit the raider right at the top there. See, there's one up there. I mean, he usually walks all the way around. I mean, like I said, there could be a wall in front. You're just going to have to take a chance and see how it is. But basically, if I take a shot at him, I know for a fact that it's not going to hit him. Because even though it claims to be 300 yards away, this rifle is not shooting 300 yards. I mean, it will show you an impact site. See, there's an impact site on that sign there. Now if I fire at the sign, it shows me it's 110 in-game yards. Now, I mean, like up there, 124. If I switch back to the Vinterez, see, it does impact. Now if there's anywhere, see, you are seeing impacts off that building. If I switch back to the distance measurer, 156 yards, nowhere near the 430 that's claimed. Now I have added in a super sniper rifle. It's basically, I think it's the longest range sniper rifle I could find on Nexus mods, and it's a 14.5mm caliber, and this is it basically. So I'll show you the specs. It's firing depleted uranium rounds, so you know, the damage is pretty crazy, but it's basically the range I was looking for. So I mean, it does actually go higher than that, and I just figured, you know, I'd make it a little bit crazy. It is amazing, really slow firing, extremely accurate. It's only got a short range scope on it at the moment, but the range is 575, so it will easily see that raider up there, and it should easily shoot him. Yeah, pretty much. At that distance, I do have a current issue where the model of enemies turn to black when I shoot them. If I come out of my power armor, it actually removes that. I'm not sure what it is. It's something to do with one of my other mods. Oh great! I've got a. See, if you look at the raider at that distance, he's changed back to his normal sort of dead colour. I mean, it's just basically just finding a raider that has nothing in front of him when you aim at him. I mean, he'll probably walk down the stairs again in a minute. I think there's another raider around as well. But anyway, I mean, that is over 300 yards, which normally, see, there's one there, over 300 yards, normally you wouldn't be able to kill him. He might have something in front of him, or maybe I just missed. No, he didn't have anything in front of him then. So that distance there that I just killed him at is 298 yards, so about 300 in-game yards, which normally on unmodded Fallout 4 would be absolutely impossible to shoot. There's no way you can even see enemies at that distance, let alone shoot them. But I do like a little bit of long-range killing in this game, and it is pretty cool that I can see enemies and shoot them at that distance. But there must be something in front of him, maybe a wall from the building, or there might be a chimney or something like that, and that is why I cannot kill that particular enemy at this distance. I mean, I might be able to shoot that guy again. No. So basically, I mean, Covega is one of the better ones, and you can actually stand up there and see all over the Commonwealth. I mean, you can see a hell of a distance. Things, I mean, you can see creatures and animals, you know, animals and stuff like that. I mean, like over there you can see, you know, where the sort of the bugs are, and I think there's mole rats that spawn in there. I mean, you can see birds at extended distances. Like I said, you will get some popping. You can see cars at extended distances. You know, you will see other places at extended distances as well, but you might not be able to shoot them. It just depends. I mean, like I said, this rifle has a range of about 575, so that is the church there at Concord. I'm still sort of dabbling with the distances and the settings, but these are the most stable settings that I've currently found, and I'm running a 10850K Intel at 5 GHz all cores, and a stock 4080, and both are air cooled as well. And these are the stats currently. I'm using the load accelerator as I'm showing in another video, and that is pretty much what I'm running at the moment. I mean, you can see it's pretty much running. I mean, sometimes, you know, Covega apparently is a bit of an issue, and some places in the city are a bit of an issue. You will get drops in frame rate, but mostly it's 85 frames a second. I mean, I'm not bothered if it goes down to 50, to be honest, but yeah, as you can see, it's pretty consistent. I've got quite a few clothing mods, armor mods, weapons mods. I will share the load order. I use Vortex as well, so I'll share the mods that I'm using, and I'll also share the ini file, possibly put it on my Google or something like that. So basically all you have to do is copy the Fallout ini file and the Fallout preferences ini file, and I mean, I'm not the original creator of all of these settings. I basically took them from another video, and I've just sort of dabbled with them and increased them and then tested, you know, and whatever else. And you know, I've got it running very consistent. I mean, I ran these same settings for 6 hours last night. No crashes, no bugs, no issues. I mean, you know, it looks pretty good. It's playing pretty well. I mean, there's probably not many 14.5mm sniper rifles that you can sort of handhold. I mean, this is basically a Dushka under another name, I guess, with a medium sniper scope on it. I mean, if I put like a long range recon scope on it, I think it would be it'd look pretty amazing. I might actually see if I can get up there, so we'll take a stroll over, and I'll join this video onto that one. See you soon.